Hi, my name is Tala Alessa. I'm the current producer of Aib, which is an Arabic podcast that tackles gender-related topics and is produced by Sowt. It is our pleasure to be part of this conference. We started producing Aib 3 years ago, so in 2017, and we really just wanted to narrate the stories of people, especially women living in the Arab world and facing daily struggles against a society that imposes on them certain social norms and gender rules. And when we talk about rules and gender norms, we try to not talk about them in a very hypothetical or abstract way. We try to exemplify their implications through the stories of these people. And this is why we started dedicating each season to a certain area or field in which the patriarchal system manages to find a way to infiltrate these spaces. So in season 3, we dedicated our discussion to motherhood and how society kind of constructs this mold in which it expects all women in the region to fit. And in season 4, we talked about love and relationships and how even these very intimate and intricate connections that we have with each other are kind of regulated by by patriarchy some way or another. And in season 5, we talked about the body and how it is being regulated, whether through visible or invisible laws, to kind of impose how we should act, when we should act, and where. And no matter what different topic we choose to discuss, there is this current theme that keeps coming up, and it's kind of like a connecting thread between all the episodes and all the seasons, and that is intersectionality. So we truly believe that talking about gender should not be in isolation of other areas such as politics or economics, and we try our best to kind of incorporate all the different power dynamics that come in play in whatever topic gender relates to. When we first started, we really were just testing the waters, because back then podcasting was not really that popular, and so we had no idea how people would react to it. But time and time again, we are reminded that people are really thirsty and hungry for this kind of content, whether from the listening end or from the end in which they can share their stories. So people really want this safe environment, safe space in which they could listen to each other's stories and in which they can share their stories. We were really surprised by the amount of people who are generous enough to share their private selves and display their private selves on a public platform. But the reason for that is that they want themselves to be an example. They want to share their experiences so that it could become part of something bigger. And so far, our episodes have been listened to almost 280,000 times, which is something we wouldn't have even thought of when we first started. It makes us very proud, and it keeps pushing us forward to keep continuing producing this kind of content. And we are really always looking forward to share more and more stories from the region.